guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, I would like to first thank everybody for watching and liking our videos and subscribing. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Again, thank you very much. If this is your first time watching, if you like collectibles, if you like talking about movies, talking about geeky stuff, please like, subscribe, and share, and hit notifications so you are notified when the next video is uploaded for your viewing pleasure. In this video, we are going to look at and unbox the Star Wars Black Series Hyperreal figures, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. These figures really looked amazing. These two were gifted to me from my wife for Christmas. I'm sorry guys for not making a video sooner, but things happen. But now I'm making the video. It's crunch time because May 4th is coming. So this whole month of April, I'm going to try to give you as much content as I can in terms of Star Wars, and I hope you enjoy it. So these figures, like I said, these are the Hyperreal Black Series figures from Hasbro, and the difference between this Black Series figure and normal Black Series figures that you've seen in the videos before is the normal figures are 6 inches tall. These figures are 8 inches tall, and they're a little bit more detailed. They are built with an endoskeleton. Basically, it is a rubber bodysuit on the outside of a metal skeleton body. So there's no seams for the joints, elbows, etc. You're able to pose these realistically. That's why they're called Hyperreal. I will show a comparison when I get these out of the box and into the light box, and I'll show a side-by-side comparison of the Hyperreal figure size compared to the normal 6-inch Black Series figure size. So before I get started, I just want to go over the boxes with you. So the first box I'm going to go over is the Darth Vader box. As you see here, it is really detailed. The front of the box has a nice picture of an actual picture of the figure. On the right side, you actually have a nice view window that you can see the figure a little bit. On the back, you have a little bit more explanation of what the Hyperreal figure is. It's another picture of exactly what the figure could do. I'm going to try to pose it as much as possible to see what we could get out of it, but that'll be when I get everything in the light video, like I said. The top of the box, so Star Wars. Bottom of the box, just basic warnings. Now, these boxes are cool. The difference with these boxes and the regular Black Series is it opens up as an accordion, and these figures are built almost like hot toy figures, where we're going to have changeable hands. As you see in the middle here, we have like a force effect. The figure is already posing, so already when you take it out of the box, it's already in a pose. So that'll be considered one pose. But I'm gonna try to do all the poses that we see on the box here. Sorry for the glare. Get a little closer. Vader. Cool thing with this is it comes with a base. Like I say, it's always about the base. But this is cool. Before I take this out, let's look at the Luke Skywalker. So with the Darth Vader, you saw it was only changeable hands. Now Luke Skywalker box is built the same way. Front of the box, nice photo of the figure in a stance. We have a viewing window on the side. The back, explaining how the figure is built in the skeleton, the metal skeleton that it has inside the figure. I wonder if this is real material. I don't know yet. I haven't opened it, so I'm hoping it's like real material. There's the other side of the box. And the top part, Star Wars Black Series, and warnings. Now, these two figures are the only two of the line of Hyperreal figures. They look really cool. I'll give you my final opinion at the end of this video, but they look really cool. And now the Luke Skywalker opens exactly the same way. Cool thing with these boxes is if you're a person who doesn't like to open up collectibles, you can display the figure like this. There's no problem with it. I'm a open box collector, so I'll be taking this out. And notice with Luke Skywalker, we actually have two portraits with hands, as you see there. And it comes with a stand as well. And it is already posed, so right off the bat, there is a pose out of the box. So far, my first impression of these two figures is they look really, really cool. I can't wait to get them out of the box. So, enough looking at my beautiful face. Let's get these guys out of these boxes and put them in the light box and see a little closer picture of what they look like. Alright guys, I got the figure in the light box. The packaging was awesome. It was packaged really well. It was held in there with some ties, which I just used the X-Acto blade to cut them out. Everything else popped out good. Right off the bat, I am impressed with the figure from my initial unboxing it and taking it out of the package. But I'll go more into detail as this video goes on. I'll go over every single piece that he comes with, and then I will pose him towards the end of the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the base. The base is cool, typical look for Star Wars. So these two figures are based on The Empire Strikes Back. Like I said in previous videos, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie. It was the first ever movie that I've seen. That movie came out just before, or just after I was born. So that was what I've seen first. But this base is amazing. Look at that. Has a nice shine to it. Now, you'll notice how there are some holes on the base. There are holes in the base because if you flip it over, we have little pegs that we can position in a hole and place Darth Vader's foot on. So that will act as locking the figure to the base, which is pretty cool. That's cool. I wish the 6-inch Black Series figures came with bases. It would help display the figures a little bit better. Also, there's this little key guy. Now, Luke Skywalker has exactly the same base as Darth Vader. We can pose them together and lock the bases together by just putting this piece on and sliding it in. The cool thing is, there's one for Vader, and there's probably one for Luke. So the base could be locked in tight, and you don't have to worry about it coming undone on your shelf or wherever you're going to be displaying this figure. So that's the base, which I really, really like. Next thing I would like to talk about is the Force effect. Now the Force effect, this is really, really cool. Almost like when he was absorbing Han Solo's blaster bolts when he was sitting in that room waiting for Leia, Han, and Chewbacca to come in after Lando betrayed them. But if you look very carefully, there's a hand imprint in there. And that hand imprint is this hand right here. There's a little key. And then we could place it on his hand. That is really cool. really, really cool. So you can see how in detail. And it's transparent, as you can see in the light. So if you have any light effects on your shelves like I do, it'll really show up really well. I don't think I'm going to be displaying it with this. I'm still up in the air, but this is really, really cool. First time ever seeing that. Now, since I went over the hands, like here's an open palm hand, which is made for the force effect. So I'm going over it, so that's a left hand. Then we have a left hand, almost like he was choking somebody. Using his choke force. He has a more pointed, open. I would say this hand. I'm going over all the left hands first. This is more like you know, maybe he's talking to maybe one of the commanders of a Star Destroyer. You know, reprimanding them or talking to them, basically, listen to me or I'm gonna choke you. And then you have another hand that looks like a fist, but it's open, so he could hold his lightsaber in his left hand. So those are all the left hands. Now the right hands, this is a hand like he's using the force to grab something. Just like the other point, we have another pointed finger, but this one's for the right hand. And then we have a closed fist for the right. On the figure right now is a hand hold that will be able to hold the lightsaber, which I'll show you in a minute. And he has a closed fist on his left hand. So you pretty much have all the same hands except for maybe one. So enough about that. Let's talk about Vader's lightsaber. Look at the detail on that saber right there. Look at that. That is cool. It looks exactly like I do have the Legacy lightsaber, which I will be going over in a later video. Looks exactly like the Legacy lightsaber from Disney, from Galaxy's Edge. Now, the figure, like all other Black Series figures, is you can have with the blade in, if you're going to pose with it in, and then if you want to put it on his belt, you just pop it out like that. Did you see that, Luis? You just pop out the blade like so. Don't be afraid to take it out. Just messing with you, buddy. So that's pretty cool. You can see there's little grooves on the lightsaber. It goes in one way when you put it into the saber hilt, but that's cool. I think we could do a lot of poses with him, especially poses that he had in the movie. Now let's look at the figure itself. Let me just adjust my camera a little bit here so we can get a little close up. So now he's very like hefty. Now the body, it's like a rubber suit. There's a rubber suit on him. The legs bend. They are bendable like so. So is the ankle. Oops. Let me zoom out a little bit. But he's basically a skeleton suit, a skeleton body in a rubberized suit. There is mixed media on it, so everything else is his fabric, which is pretty cool. So like I showed you, the legs bend like so. They bend about that far. I wouldn't go no more because it looks like the suit. This is where it'll probably start wearing out if you keep on bending the legs like that. Well, Darth Vader doesn't need to be doing splits. But yeah, Here's his shin guard. Everything is plastic part of his suit, but it's very shiny, which is pretty good. Like I said, you could point the foot down. We could point the foot up. Side articulation, very, very limited because of the shin guard. Now let's look at the elbow. Now, it is very tough to bend his arm. This arm doesn't want to bend. There you go. There you go. So the figure's fresh out of the box, so it's very hard. Now once I moved it, it's moving fine. His hands move around like so. You could get his arms up like so. His head goes around, which is pretty good. I thought the cape didn't have the chain, but there is a chain here, but it's plastic. I wish they would just made that metal, you know. So we could put his hands down like so. The good thing with his shoulder pads, you could adjust them where you need to, which is pretty good. So if you want to put his arms up, you can. You can have him looking up. That's how far he looks down. Now the chest, there's a little bit movement, but it's in the waist. Remember, he's half cyborg, so probably doesn't move that easily in real life. But I want to take a look at the head, man. The head is freaking awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the shine. Like, this is something I'm gonna have to probably dust and polish, but look at that. That is awesome. That is awesome. So it's gonna be a dust magnet for sure. For sure. Overall, I'm liking it. The rubberized suit is a little bit different than the normal Black Series 3, but give me 1 second. Let me grab the regular 6-inch figure. Just to do a side comparison of the size. And there is the 6-inch figure. You can see how awesome that is. Going to really look good on my shelf. But yep, that's a comparison between the normal Black Series 6-inch and the Hyperreal. All right, guys. Bear with 1 second, guys. Let's put the figure back. All right. So now that's the Darth Vader figure. So before I start posing, let me get Luke Skywalker out of the box, and then we can see what he looks like. Be right back. All right, guys. I got Luke Skywalker in the light box now. He was packaged a little bit differently. Darth Vader, he was tied in with some ties. I think they did that, or actually I really don't know why they did that, because Luke was held in with some plastic pieces that I cut out. He wasn't even tied in, so I really don't know why. But opening it up, the figure is exactly like Vader. It's a rubberized suit, so everything you see here is not material, it's rubber. Feels exactly the same way as the Darth Vader. Endoskeleton, pretty good. The endoskeleton for Luke, when I was putting him up in here in the light stand, he's a little bit easier to pose than Darth Vader was. Darth Vader was a little bit more stiff. So I wonder if it's just because of the suit, or maybe the endoskeleton, because it hasn't moved, it's been packaged for so long. Maybe that's the case. But let's talk about the base first. Base is exactly like the base from Darth Vader, seen from Empire Strikes Back, right before or right after Han Solo was putting carbonite. One of the pegs fell out, which is okay. I'll just put it back in there like so. Yet again, we have the pegs. We have different feet positions that we could put Luke in, which is pretty cool to lock him in. And also comes with, like Darth Vader, it comes with a locking piece to lock these bases together. That's cool. You got to put the bases together. I think I'm going to put the scene of when Darth Vader reveals that he's Luke's father right after he chops off Luke's hand. So I think I'm going to have it displayed like that in my display. But I'll show that in here later in the video, just to see the different ways we could figure. But I think that's going to be the scene I'm going to try to recreate. I'm going to try to show it in this video, but I don't want this video too long. I might just post it on Facebook and Instagram. So stay tuned. All right. I'm really thinking of having the photos of it displayed in our Instagram page and our Facebook page, so this video is not too long. That's the base. Before, I'm gonna look at the lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber. So this is Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, as you see here. So this is what Luke is using to fight Darth Vader. It's a little warped, you can see. That's okay. I could heat it up with a lighter to bend it back, but it's okay. Again, Luis, the lightsabers, give me a minute here, pop out, blades don't stay in, and you can hang this guy like so on his belt if you wanted to. So yeah, that's how the lightsaber is. But the lightsaber looks exactly like Anakin's. He comes with a blaster, and the blaster, actually, when he comes out of the package, the blaster's in the holster already. So I can show you. There's the holster. Take the gun. But before I do that, look how detailed the gun is. The gun is really weathered well and detailed well. Look at that. That's actually pretty good detail right there. So let's take this, put this in his holster, like so. And then you could lock it into place. Like so. I mean, this rubber suit is there we go, locked it in. So now you can lock it into place. Before I get into the figure, he comes with a lot of hands. Really don't know why he comes with a lot of hands, but because most of the hands look exactly the same. So I'll start with the left hand. So this is a hand for the trigger, like so, and you can see the actual veins in his hand. It's a little harder plastic, but some of the fingers do move a little bit, but you got to be careful when you're placing things. So this is the trigger hand for his blaster. Here is a hand like he's force choking, but I don't remember him force choking anybody in Empire Strikes Back. could be wrong. I think he force choked the Gamorrean guard in Return of the Jedi. But you can see the veins on it. It looks pretty cool. Here's another hand, more like he's using the Force. So. Here's another hand, almost like he's giving what I call a fish hand when somebody gives you a handshake. You can see that, that's actually pretty. Let's see, zoom in a little bit more. Oh, look, much better. Look at that hand. You can see the veins on it. I'll show you the other hands. Almost like he's turning a doorknob or using the Force with that hand. Here's the choke hand again. Look at that. And that. And here's the trigger hand. And he has a closed fist. And the hand that he has on it is almost like he's reaching out, which I show you later when I look more into the figure. Now those are all the left hands. Now the right, there's one more hand, left hand, and then this hand is to hold the lightsaber. So you can put the lightsaber in the left or right. Now I'm gonna go on the right hand. Now this is more like he's like crushing something, which is pretty cool. Another just fish hand. Looks like he has a broken finger. Another fish hand, right hand. Like I said, I think he came with too many hands, and he came with a fist. What he has on the figure is lightsaber on the left. Actually, these are the left hands. I'm sorry. Lightsaber hand on the left, and he has like an open palm on the right. So before I get into the figure, I'm going to go into the portrait. So this is the loose portrait. It is somewhat close to Mark Hamill. The eyes are a little, I don't know if you can see, has a little glare in the eyes. Not so bad. And you see there's the peg to peg the head in. Overall, I'm not feeling this portrait at all. Now let's go into the figure. So we can start with right there. So there's the other portrait that's on the figure. This one looks a little bit more like Mark. Really can't, like, I don't know why they would send the portraits are almost exactly alike. Just the hair is a little bit different. But I don't know. I think that was a waste right there for another sculpt. Like I said, the body's rubber. You can see I'm pushing it in. It's not material. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. So let's see. His arms go about that high. They bend at the elbow, almost a double joint. Actually, it is a double joint, actually. Like so, both arms could bend in. The wrists rotate around because it's on a peg. His head could go all the way around. It is on a peg. He could look up. That's the farthest he could go down. We have bend at the waist, like so. Bend back. He doesn't have anything at the top, so everything's bending right here at the waist. Now his legs could go that far apart. Remember, rubber suit. Go any further, it will rip the suit. His leg goes yay back. Actually, he's a little bit more restricted than Darth Vader was. And the foot, it could actually here it rotates by the calf, like so, where the boot is. You point the toe, you can point up. So, you know, there's some limitations on Luke than you had in Darth Vader. But overall, this figure is actually pretty cool. So, like I said, I was going to pose him in this video, but I don't want to make it too long. So, I will post pictures of posing him, of posing both of them, because I would like to put both of them together. So, alright guys, let me clean this up a little bit, and then I'll get back to you with my closing remarks on these figures. Well guys, those are the figures in detail. Like I said, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm sorry, but I'm going to pose these, and I'm going to post them on our Facebook page and our Instagram page so you guys can take a look at it. You can give us feedback. Overall, I'm very impressed with these Hyperreal figures. They are much more posable than the regular 6-inch figures like we have up here. The detail is amazing. For Darth Vader, I would say I give that a 10. I really like how everything is. I like how his armor shines. I like how his suit is. Even though he's a little, once you get him moving with the joints, he's easy to pose. Luke was good. I think he just came with too many hands. A lot of hands look duplicate, and also the portraits, they're pretty much almost similar. So yeah, for a price point, I think they're both good. I'll give it 10 for Darth Vader, and I'll give about an 8 for Luke. They're both good. They are from my favorite movie, so I can't wait to pose them and end them up as the ending scene. Not the ending scene, but the scene where Vader reveals that he's Luke's dad. Which, to this day, anybody who's new watching Star Wars, that's a scene that is very emotional, and everybody just pretty much says, no way, he's his dad. So, which is pretty cool. So, I hope you like this video. Please, again, like, subscribe, and hit notifications so next time we have a video like this, you'll be notified. The effort for hitting that thumbs up is effortless. When you're coming into this video, please just hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, it helps out this channel, helps boost everything. Other than that, I really like these figures. I can't wait to start messing with them a little bit more. These are the only 2 of the Hyperreal figures of the Hasbro line. I'm hoping that they're planning to make more in the future, because these are pretty cool, especially their 8-inch figures. It'll be cool to have some other figures to go with them. Really can't say enough that these are cool. I'll put a link down below to where to purchase these guys. Price point is about, I would say, $80, but the price for Darth Vader, I've been noticing, is a little bit over $100, so not too bad. I think the price point for both of them are reasonable. I think they could be a little bit less on the price point that Hasbro put for them, but Hasbro, April 9th, they're having a Pulse Fan Pulse, another web event, and they're going to be announcing new figures. I'm hoping they're going to announce new Hyperreal figures, because these are really awesome. So again, thank you for watching, and like I always say, you don't have to collect everything. Collect what you like. And for me, I like Star Wars. Thank you for watching. See you next time.